Welcome to the Real Retirees of New Jersey, powered by Liberty Financial Group and Artemis Wealth Advisors. Randy and Peggy Fisher want to help you retire once and retire right. Get more information at therealretireesofnewjersey.com. They never throw the first punch, but they're always a knockout.
Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for downloading. But most importantly, thanks for listening. This is the Real Retirees of New Jersey podcast with Peggy and Randy Fisher. It's all powered by Liberty Financial Group and Artemis Wealth Advisors. You can get more when you visit therealretireesofnewjersey.com. You can find that and all the information here in the show notes. My name is Mark Owens. Now, let's get to the show. Randy Fisher, Peggy Fisher, how is this weekend treating you?
Wonderfully.
Yeah. I got to address the intro. It sounded like I was in a closet or a bathroom, and Peggy sounds like she's a porn star.
Well, that's about right every weekend here on the Real Retirees of New Jersey.
Yeah, I think you're right on the money.
Can we change that intro?
No, I kind of like that intro, actually.
All right, good.
Okay.
I'm going to do it again.
We're back.
No, I want to hear it. Now you've got me thinking.
Me too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Play it again,
Ready?
Sam.
All right, so one more time for you.
It sounds like I was put in a corner.
No, you weren't.
Retirees of New Jersey, powered by Liberty Financial Group and Artemis
because
Wealth
now I-
Advisors.
That's you.
It's important to inspect what you expect. If you're not inspecting your plan, if you're not reviewing your plan,
Or if your financial advisor is not inspecting it,
Correct.
then you need a second
Then you
opinion.
need a
Come
second
see us.
I don't think so.
I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I
Me
mean,
too.
It's always two versus one.
I loved it.
Well,
We override.
here's a problem, Peggy.
Yes.
Randy gets all like deep in thought, like he starts monologuing, which is great because
Yes.
he's always got great information. Then he'll lean back and get kind of animated with it as well.
Yeah.
So the problem is he's leaning back away from the mic.
Lean back.
Lean back.
Lean back.
We are pulling that curtain way back. At some point, we'll talk about the big, beautiful bill and seminars and
No, we won't.
talking to your partner about finances. But for now,
People just turn the radio off.
let's talk about porn stars in the bathroom. Welcome back
I
to the
love
Real
it.
Retirees.
That's
Shall
the hook
we?
to keep them here.
Yes.
That's the hook.
Oh, it's only downhill from here. The Real Retirees of New Jersey.com to meet Randy and Peggy. Hey, and speaking of, let's give a quick plug. Great event coming up. Speaking of the big, beautiful bill, you have a couple seminars, educational dinner workshops coming up at Spain 92. What are the dates, Peggy, and what can we expect?
We got the dates of Tuesday, August 12th and Wednesday, August 13th. That's at 6:30 p.m. at Spain 92. That's right here in Raritan, New Jersey. We also have some additional dates a little further down in August, which is Tuesday, August 19th and Wednesday, August 20th at 6:30 p.m. And that's going to be at the Clinton House right here in Clinton, New Jersey. And what are we going to be talking about? That big, beautiful bill and how it's going to affect you in your retirement and in your future.
Money and your savings and your retirement, because at the end of the day, it will. Whether you think it's the greatest bill ever signed or you're out there riding, throwing rocks at the federal buildings, this will affect you. So, am I wrong? 866-304-3656. It is an educational dinner seminar. It is compliments of the team at Artemis Wealth Advisors and Liberty Financial Group, but you need to reserve your spots because seating is limited. Call the team today to save your spot. Again, 866-304-3656 or therealretireesofnewjersey.com. All right, I want to pull back the curtain even further. We're very transparent on this show. I'll talk about what's going on in your life and everything. We talked about I recently had major oral surgery, had all of my teeth ripped out. And as I'm laying there, before they put me under, very convenient time for them to say, well, Mark, while we're in there, why don't we go ahead and rip out that impacted molar on your on the bottom side? I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's another $4,000. You've already got enough out of me.
Yeah.
So it was almost like, going to get your oil change. Well, you need a new filter. And while we're in there, why don't we do a transmission flush? So it was like they just kept adding expenses on. Kept saying, why don't we do this? So I started thinking about, like, for the families that you serve, Peggy and Randy, how often do you find that you need to build those buckets for those speed bumps in life, those emergency funds, if you will?
The way we look at it too when we talk to our clients too, even if you start small and even if you're younger, start small. Just try to, I know they always say, 6 to 12 months to put away for an emergency fund. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people kind of find that hard. They're like, oh, do we really need this? Is something going to come up? But then something always comes up.
It's also enticing too to,
Yes.
hey, I got a little bucket of money here. I can do this. I can do that.
Right. And should I do it for my molars or should I do it for,
Pocketbook?
Las Vegas,
Oh.
you know, or going on a trip,
Right.
you know what I mean? But no, we absolutely always talk to our clients about putting away. And honestly, a lot of our clients do have emergency funds, you know, a little put away, you know, they definitely have them. That's for sure.
Not everybody,
Yeah,
but
but most,
for the most
do.
part.
And if they don't, we definitely talk about that. Listen, start, and, you know, we do have younger clients actually, now that I'm thinking about Rands. And what do they were putting away, but also like putting away credit card debt, right? But at the same time saying, you know what, too? We were seriously now going to put away money, right?
Yeah.
And it made them feel so much better. They called us like 6 months later and goes, guess what? We saved, you know, I know it's not a lot, but we saved. And they felt so good about it, right? So if there ever is an emergency, they're like, okay, we're okay. You know?
Nothing's a problem until it's a problem.
Exactly.
Right?
Right.
So,
100%.
You know, when you're without a refrigerator and you need one, or the roof came off, or the car broke down, or whatever it may be, you know, it happens all the time.
And then make sure if you do have that emergency fund and you do use it, make sure you can't always replenish. Definitely replenish.
Try to
that
put
thing.
some back.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you tell families that want to dip into there for whatever emergency, whatever situation, they want to dip in their 401k or they want to dip into that bucket?
No,
that
that's we try to say no to that.
I hate that one.
Oh, yeah,
Go ahead.
that's a no, unless it's like you're dying basically.
Well, I love the one, hey, I'm retiring. I'm going to pay my house off with my 401k.
Yeah, no,
Oh, really?
no,
That's
no.
asinine.
Yeah, right.
So, and everybody looks at you like, what are you talking about? It's my money. I can do whatever I want. Sure, you can do whatever you want to do with
You're
it.
going to tax on that too.
Yeah,
so
but-
not only are you really paying a certain amount, you're paying an amount plus what you're paying Uncle
Exactly.
Sam. Right.
So, hey, I want to pay off $300,000 on my mortgage. It's going to cost you $400,000 to pay
right.
$300,000
Nope,
because
that's
Uncle
not
Sam
good.
gets a piece.
Exactly.
I mean, that doesn't make a lick of sense right there, right? So, and the next question to them is, well, how do I do it? Well, guess what? We're going to have to do it over time because you don't want to do it all at once.
Right.
Why do I want to pay 37% or 30 something on percent taxes where I can pay a lot less in taxes over time and pay it off? And then on top of that, they really don't think, well, what is your interest rate right now? Is it killing you or not?
Right.
Right. Most people's interest rates are far lower years ago because that's when they got into it than they are today because we got,
Powell.
Powell,
your best
moron,
buddy.
Powell,
Who
decides
refuses. He
He's
refuses.
just sticking his feet in the sand just because he hates Trump. Will not reduce the
rates.
The rates, which would really help out America tremendously, and it would really probably jumpstart the real estate market.
But you don't hear that on the news, do you?
Well, you do hear it on the news.
Yeah, but
you
not-
hear
not-
opposite.
yeah,
things on the
exactly.
news,
That's what
right?
I'm saying. You don't hear,
You
oh,
hear
hey,
how
listen.
Medicaid's going to kill people,
Yes.
and big
No one's
beautiful
getting
bills.
anything.
Took money out of people's mouths and
Right,
blah blah
yeah.
blah. So it depends. But anyway, we regress.
Yeah, we do.
When it comes to you build buckets, right? And we were talking about having an emergency bucket. Anybody you talk to, they say, well, you need this and this and this kind of bucket. For you, for the team at Artemis Wealth Advisors, Liberty Financial Group, that's you, Randy, that's you, Peggy. What buckets are most important for pre-retirees?
Kick the bucket.
All of the buckets. I think all the buckets are important.
I mean, everybody's bucket. Everybody's situation is
everybody's
different.
buckets are different.
Everybody's buckets are different, right?
Yes.
So, how much money do you need for retirement? We talk about paychecks versus playchecks, right? Those are buckets too. So, what do you want for your retirement income?
Yes.
Right? What do you want to show up in your checkbook every month, or what do you want to show up at the mailbox every month, no matter what's going on in the world, no matter what's going on in the country, no matter what's going on politically? You can count on a paycheck being showed up at your doorstep or in your bank account.
Right.
Most people that we know of, they have never worked on commission. If you retire on a 401k and you remove money from your 401k or your market or your brokerage account over time, that's living on commission.
Yes.
Right? Because when times are good, you can take money out of it and it doesn't really affect you.
And when times are bad,
Guess what? You're biting into your principal and that money's never going to come back.
Right.
So that's called the reverse dollar cost averaging and sequence of returns. We can get into that more. We do get into that more during our workshops.
absolutely.
But if you want to come in and you want to talk about those things, because that's more or less enlightening, that's when you see the light bulb go on in people's heads and they start to realize that you have to do this differently.
Yes.
You just can't say, oh, I'm going to take a piece out of here and a piece out of here. That's great. You have a lot of different garbage cans full of money. But what is the game plan to it?
All right.
What's your
Everybody likes
paycheck
that plan,
and
right.
what's your playcheck?
Yes.
Paychecks are great. Playchecks are great. Playchecks basically mean when times are good, take money, go do something, right? And you're in your go-go years, go do something. You're in your, slow-go years. You still have money to go do something.
Right.
When you're in your no-go years,
right.
you can stare at the refrigerator and look at all the, postcards that are on there. But the fact of the matter is you're going to need money discretionarily no matter what phase of life you're
Through
in
all the
during
phases,
retirement.
absolutely.
Right? So bucketing money or bucketing certain or segregating, you can call it anything you want. It's basically segregating your money to minimize risk, maximize performance. That's really what it comes down
And
to.
we will help you plan and do all that here at the
You're doing your porn voice again.
Liberty Financial Group and Artemis Wealth Advisors, right? And we can help you with all those things. Give us a call at 866
I can hear the phone ringing now.
304-3656. Give us a call.
It's Delilah's Den after hours.
Welcome to Real Retirees After Dark here with Peggy Fisher.
I said I did want to do something with that, right, Mark?
Are you kidding me? Compliance would absolutely, that show would be 2 minutes long.
I'm surprised we're still on the air now.
The Real Retirees of New Jersey.com to meet the team, put faces to the voices that you hear every week. And of course, you can schedule that initial no cost, no obligation consultation from the homepage. Again, the Real Retirees of New Jersey.com. When I was going through all of this process of getting the loans and getting this surgery and get my new teeth and everything, I will give 100% credit to my bride, my wife, Gretchen, because I was like, it's a cliche, and I know you hear it all the time, lose sleep at night because you're worried about your money.
Oh, God, yeah.
And I felt like that was just something that pre-retirees did. No.
That's it. No.
And this guy right here, I was losing sleep at night.
Yeah, how are we going to pay for this, right?
And thank God my bride is an angel, because she was like, look, we'll make it happen. We'll get the loans. It's not,
It is
we
what
don't
it
have
is.
to really
We're gonna do
tighten
it.
up,
Yep.
but we got to get it done. And I think that says something about how do you talk to your partner about money? Because fortunately, she's the CFO of the family. I'm the fund director. I'm the entertainment director of the house. She handles all of our finances, so she has a better understanding. But what about for the family members or for the couples that aren't on the same page? How do you have that conversation?
So what we say to them too, it's always like a good idea. You know how you go on a date with your husband or wife? Call it a money date. It's a little date you may sit at the kitchen table. It's not a great date, but it's a date. Right. And you know what? Honestly, after you're done with it, you will feel better. But it's sitting down, right? Talking about like the awkward things. Because a lot of times what we definitely do see is one's a spender, one's not the spender. One's the saver, one's not the saver. One thinks we should do this, one thinks we should do that. And it's about trying to get each other to share and get on the same page. As Randy is looking at me laughing so hard because do we have any money dates, Rand?
No.
We
don't even have any dates.
But we have lots of dates. Stop that. And it's about listening to your partner, right? Right, Rand? About listening actively about your feelings and what the other person thinks and feels about that money situation. And it can be it's so hard. We look at it when we see it across from the table. I can tell you instantly who's the saver, who's the spender, or you'll hear from the husband or wife saying, oh, well. Or the best is when we do budgets and they're like, how much do you spend on cable? I think like $20. And the other person's like, no, try $200.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, how much do we spend on food like for the month? $50? No, $300, So that's where it's really eye-opening to each other. But if you sat down, had your money date, as I call it, go over the expenses and really seriously, like actively try to, without getting into huge arguments, like Randy and I do, about those money situations, right, Rand?
Because she thinks she doesn't spend, but she's spending.
Yeah. So, and that's just the thing. And try to be vulnerable. Like try to say, okay, I'm understanding what my partner is saying. We're sitting here for a reason. We want to make this the end goal.
Let me see you do that next time, okay?
You do?
Let me see you take your own advice.
I'm going to take are you giving any advice out?
I ain't giving any advice right now.
Yeah, I see you're very quiet in this little section of our podcast today, radio show.
What's mine is yours, and what's yours is yours. I don't have any.
Yeah, you know what's so funny that you just said that though, Rand? So he says that, right? But that's not always the case too with our clients. It's my money is my money, her money is her money, and that's when we always see where the husband will be like, "Okay, wifey, go ahead, let's see what Randy does for you and Peggy does for you," and then what? They'll give us a call like 3 weeks later. Okay, you can have mine too. So true, and that's what we see though in these husband and wife, sharing of the money market finances here, it can be very difficult, but we do try to, even when we're sitting across from clients, husband and wives, we try to say, just go home, sit down and have that budget, take a look at it.
Budget. Budget's
they don't. They don't.
There's no such thing as a budget.
But you have to try it. If you want to do this for the long haul, it's always good to try this.
Replace the word budget with cash flow.
I like that, Rand.
Replace it. It has to be a different viewpoint because budget is just it's just a negative connotation.
It's a bad word.
It's like
saying the F word. It
is.
You
can't do that.
Yeah.
So the fact of the matter is, if you look at it from cash flow, you have cash in, you have cash out, right? The fact of the matter is, take a piece of paper out, write down all the different things. The easiest thing is just go to your bank account or your ATM statement or whatever it is.
And say, let's take a look at this.
And just write it down and take 3 months and literally write every single topic that you spent money on. Some things are going to be repeatable, and some things are going to be, one-offs, right? So put the one-offs in a side column and put the repeatables in the main column. What are you spending your money on?
Yeah.
You'd be amazed how you can actually literally tighten up what do you go to
Starbucks?
Wawa, Starbucks?
Yeah.
Do
right.
you eat out every
coffee a week, $100.
right?
We'll save that.
How much are you spending in certain things? Certain things are kind of I can't say that they're needed, but you have cable, utilities, gas, electric, blah, 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 food. Certain things are going to be variable. They're going to be a different expense every month. But when you can wrap your head around what you're actually bringing in versus what you're spending, then you can get to what you have a surplus or you have a shortfall.
Yeah.
You're going to get to a savings rate, right? Then you're going to say, okay, maybe there's an extra, I don't know, $300, $400 on a monthly basis that you have. It would be unrealistic to say you're going to save all of it.
Right.
That's absolutely stupid because it's not going to happen. What you should do is take 25% of it in the first month that you can do, put that away. You have an extra, 75% of it that you're going to blow. The next month, try to save 50% of that number or an additional, up the percentage each and every month until it gets to a comfortable scenario. You're going to figure out that you're going to proactively cut down on some of your expenses.
Yeah.
And then you're going to proactively put away some money. And as Peggy said, that could be an emergency fund or it can be really an opportunity fund.
Yes.
Right?
Call it an opportunity fund. I like that.
And
Instead
again,
of emergency fund, let's go opportunity
nobody likes
fund.
emergencies, right?
I like this.
We
No, I
call
like
it
an opportunity.
Yes. So when my refrigerator breaks, I have an opportunity to get a new one. If I don't need a new refrigerator, I have an opportunity to go to Vegas.
Yes.
Right?
I like that.
Or, whatever you want to do. But just to give you an idea, it's extra money that you're going to have on the side that you can actually utilize for your planning. Again, proactive versus reactive.
Right. Exactly. And also to, like we say, like sometimes we become, as we say here, like psychologists or
therapist,
therapist, emotional support people.
I'm an emotional support dog.
Yeah, but also like talk about your past too. Like we see it a lot. Like, my mother was a save. Even with me and Randy, there's like my mom was a saver. His parents may have been the spenders, and I'm just saying off the cuff here. But like we see that too. So that will show you how you are, especially if we can get young people early and say, hey, listen, you know what? That's all said and good, but let's go ahead and let's make it where we can budget, where we can save. What was the word? We're not using budget, Randy. What are we using?
Cash flow.
Oh, cash flow. Let's do something with our cash flow for the future. That way we can have an opportunity
Writing that down.
To save for that refrigerator that's going to break down in our house.
Or it doesn't break down and I can do something else.
And we're going to go to Vegas.
Or I could put money away for savings.
Savings is wonderful. And we always see that with the clients. We're like, guess how much we saved? Like they're amazed that they could actually do it,
Here's something else. I have to bring this up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not looking over your taxes and you're getting a refund of, I don't know, $5,000, $8,000, $10,000, $12,000. Some people get $30,000 in a refund. That is dumb. Okay. Number one, you can make adjustments to your W-9 for the amount of money, which is literally coming out.
More into your every week.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. We see
you
that all
don't
the
get
time,
interest
too.
on the money that the government keeps and gives you back.
And why wait for that one little shot at the end of the year when you could have that throughout the whole entire time?
Yes. And contrary to popular belief, a refund
It's not a refund.
It's not a refund.
It's your money.
It's your own money.
It's your own money.
That's why it's called a refund.
Right.
It's refunding your own money.
We took too much from you in the beginning, so now we're going to give you back what you were
People
supposed to have.
think the government gave them money.
Yeah,
they didn't give them money.
No.
You got your own money back. Listen, adjust that more efficiently.
Yeah.
I can't even come up with a word right now, but more efficiently during the course of your monthly planning. If that means that you can put away some more money during the course of the year in your emergency or opportunity fund, then do so. Because you know what? The government's not giving you interest. You can at least get some interest or you can use your money. Money today is worth more than money tomorrow.
Exactly.
Right? So that's the difference between future value and present value. The fact of the matter is it's your money. Utilize it to the best of its ability. Now, what I'm not saying is reduce your W-9 to where you have a maximum paycheck and at the end of the year you then owe money to the government.
Right.
Because then you're going to be pulling your eyes out.
There is a happy medium on that, though, folks.
And again, if you don't know how to do it, we can help you with that too.
Give us a call at 866-304-3656, or you can absolutely come to one of our upcoming workshops, which we're very excited for. We're going to talk about the big, beautiful bill and all kinds of other fun things. And that would be Tuesday, August 12th and Wednesday, August 13th at Spain 92 in Raritan at 6:30 p.m. And then a little future dates we have in August, Tuesday, August 19th and Wednesday, August 20th at the Clinton House at 6:30 p.m. And we look forward to it. And guys, listen, call in early and ahead of time because these will fill up very quickly. And we definitely want to make sure if you say you're calling in from the radio show, we will make sure that you have seats. And of course, it's a beautiful complimentary dinner where you can sit there and listen to Randy and I talk about the big, beautiful bill.
Hey, at these at these educational dinner seminars, is there an opportunity, either if you take a break or at the end, to kind of pull y'all to the side and say, hey, that was great information, but I have a specific question about my blank, about my 401k, about my pension.
What Randy always says at the beginning of our workshops is just hold all those questions. Because sometimes back in the day, we used to have people shout out, hey, I got 300. No, it's okay. Let's wait till the end for that. So we always say, listen, pull us to the side at the end and we can talk to you about whatever you need to. Absolutely.
Or set an appointment or meeting and we'll spend as much time as you want.
Yeah, we'll spend hours with you.
We are an independent financial services firm helping individuals create retirement strategies using a variety of financial and insurance products to custom suit their needs and objectives. Investment advisor services offered through Artemis Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendation to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. Artemis Wealth Advisors is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Please consult with your attorney, accountant, and or tax advisor for advice concerning your particular circumstances. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Randolph A. Fisher, insurance license number 9616074, and Liberty Financial Group, LLC, and Peggy Fisher, national license number 189-42003 and 570-5833.